Dude, you're young too. How'd you get in? You must not. You must got connections, man. Huh?
I'm a coach for the high school, and I got it. I got it when the teachers got it.
Okay. Which one did you get? The Moderna or the what'd you get?
Moderna.
I'm getting the Pfizer one. So, or that's what my sister tells me. She's a drug dealer.
My boss got the Pfizer.
Is your boss still around?
I got Moderna.
Yeah, the first one, his arm was a little sore. The second one, he didn't have any issues. Most people say like they'll get flu-like symptoms for the second one, and he didn't have any issues.
Okay. Well, good. Well, maybe it'll go good for me today. You know,
mine.
We're just done. All I got to do, right? I mean, my Beth didn't want to take it, but I think I've talked to her. 16th. I want to pay a little bit of money here and there, but we're doing it right. A lot of times,
What screen are you see at the moment?
Oh, you're not
looking at your
strategy, right? We're doing strategy. It's one of those where you don't buy in, right? So I mean, at some point you got to say, I'm going to trust these Greeks, right? The Greeks are telling me what to do. We go in each and every day. We trust these numbers back to we've relied on other people's back testing to say, men, when we come in here every day, we're trusting this. It's a process. Matt, who says it's a process? How about this fellow right here? That little guy right there. I don't know if I can play any of this. Let's see if we can listen to a little bit of this, y'all. I watched this morning. It got me pumped up.
The chant is "Get your mind right." It's the mantra of the man out front, the heartbeat of the Alabama quarterback. A thunderstorm had forced him indoors.
Top hat, set, go!
But it didn't dampen Saban's passion to teach his players the finer points of football.
I want you to step. We're not getting much out of this, guys, because you guys won't do this stuff right. Do it again. No. Bring it back. Do it again.
In demanding his players be as exacting as he is, Saban can be volcanic.
I've told you 3 times already today.
Why are you so tough on people?
Well, I don't know if that's fair, that I'm really tough on people. We create a standard for how we want to do things. And everybody's got to buy into that standard, or you really can't have any team chemistry. You know, mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people.
Saban doesn't miss anything. On this afternoon, a freshman caught Saban's eye.
Hey, Eddie.
Number 4, Eddie Jackson, who seemed lost.
You an offensive lineman or what?
Jackson, a defensive back, was stretching with the offensive lineman.
You got to buy him, Eddie.
Trying to master Alabama's complex schemes was too much, too soon for Jackson.
Hey, Eddie, it's kick support. It's cover 2. Why are you backing up? You're supposed to come and force the edge.
Jackson looked like he wanted to crawl into a hole.
Come on, Eddie.
All of Alabama's players have been there.
Oh, Vinny.
Safety Vinny Sunseri remembers the day he and a fellow defensive back forgot a play.
And he throws his hat, and it's a straw hat. It's not really heavy. He's able to throw it like Zorro at us. I thought it was going to hit us and knock us out. And it just starts yelling at us, and we're like, oh, we just got Saban.
Got Saban.
Yeah.
He messed up my hat.
But Saban's players have faith in their coach largely because of a revolutionary approach he designed years ago called the process. Ignore the scoreboard, Saban preached to his players. Don't worry about winning. Just focus on doing your job at the highest level, every single play, and the wins will follow.
The approach was to challenge the players to play every play in the game like it had a history and life of its own, and tried to take the other team out of the game and make it all about us in terms of what we did.
It's like jumping out of a plane without a chute.
Yeah.
I mean, in your business, what, we're not going to focus on winning?
Right, but it really is the simple way to do it, and it's the best way to do it.
It's a way of life around here. It's the way we play the game. It's the thought process behind everything.
Star quarterback A.J. McCarron was involved in the one play that epitomizes just how deeply the process has been programmed into Alabama's players. Late in last year's blowout win over Notre Dame in the championship game, McCarron and his center Barrett Jones called different plays at the line of scrimmage, both insisting they were right. A bizarre shoving match ensued on national TV. Saban loved it.
The game's probably won, and
Well,
they're
it's
still
42
trying to
to
get
14.
Yeah, they're still trying to get it right, which to me is the kind of pride in performance that you want in the players.
Can you see the critics saying, "Come on, coach, just take a breath, relax, enjoy the
Right.
moment"?
I can see people saying that, but we're still coaching. We're trying to get them to do it right. I don't ever want the players to relax in a game.
Saban urges his team to do things the right way all the time. So when this player arrived late for a meeting because he was busy taking out his earrings, it didn't go over well.
Number one thing, be on time, because it shows you care. All you're telling me is your earrings are more important than your damn football.
But is more relentless at evaluating recruits.
Is it true that if you really like a high school player, you will have every single play of his career put on tape?
And I watched that guy.
Every single play?
Every single.
Eddie, we're running a route on top of the numbers. Come on!
Remember number 4, Eddie Jackson, the poor freshman who couldn't do anything right back in August? Well, he stuck with it. And by late September, here he was, starting in an important game against Mississippi. He intercepted a pass and helped the Crimson Tide shut out Ole Miss.
How gratifying is that to see that kind of growth?
That's really what I enjoy about all this.
All right, y'all. That's Nick Saban. Love him, hate him, whatever. It's a process, right? Nick knows it's a process, and that's what he teaches. That's what the Alabama Crimson Tide does. And they're not always focusing on the scoreboard. The scoreboard takes care of itself, right? How many times do I come in here and I say, y'all, we're not focused on our net lick on a day-to-day basis, right? Net lick will come, it'll go, right? It'll go up, it'll go down. We don't focus on that. What we focus on is making the plays, making the trades, and following the process that you and I have kind of come up with here, right? We got to trust in it, trust in that process. So when you do that, it gives you extreme confidence that you go, you know what, I'm not afraid of anything. Because a lot of people come into this market each and every day and they're just scared, right? They're scared of the market. They're scared of, oh, what if I'm going to lose money? What if I'm going to lose money? How many times I tell you this will be up 2,000, 3,000, it'll be down 2,000 or 3,000. We don't really care. I'm recording net lick because it's important for me to monitor these metrics here, right? Here's where the metrics come into play. So you and I go in every day and we're logging. We're on that practice field, right? We're on the practice field. We're not in the national championship game. We're getting there. But it's doing it trade by trade by trade, taking care of our team, our forest, and it's play by play by play and just executing. Now, have we had some poor execution? Dang right we have this year. I posted the other day, every Friday I post on Facebook, what my stats are, just to kind of keep myself accountable. And I put it out there. And then someone says, oh, that's horrible. Why do you only have that much retention, premium retention? Why are you only keeping, how much are we keeping in the little scoreboard over here? Why are you only capturing 9.4% of your premium when you should be capturing 25%? And I said, well, because that's the amount that we're capturing. Not to be a smart arse, right? But that's the amount that we're capturing. And what I told them was, hey, you should have seen us last week. Last week, our premium capture rate was 5%. We went from 5% to 9%. I'm happy with that. Am I happy with an 18.79% return? We want it higher, don't we? But that's what we're projecting, right? We're projecting these profits. So, yeah, we've sold $38,000 worth of premium in this account, and we've only kept only kept, what, 3,200 in profits. Right? That's our profit there. That's our closed profit. Why aren't you doing better? Because this is how we've done. And we're trying to improve each and every trade, each and every day, each and every hour. And if we'll stay to the mechanics, I believe these numbers will be greater this coming Friday than they were last Friday. So let's keep on it, y'all. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. So let's see what our net lick is for the day. And it is, pull it up. Not that I'm worried about net lick, but I've got to record it to keep my theta recorded. So that's 48,001.08. Dang it, we're down. And I can't get the loser horn to come up today for some reason. So we're down $168.02, right? No big deal. We'll go and see how our Greeks are. How is the forest doing today? So let's go see. We're negative 98 deltas. Dang, y'all. What does that tell me? What I can tell what market direction is. I don't even have to look at the market. If I'm negative 98 deltas, the market's going up, right? Because it's giving me increasingly negative deltas from what I had yesterday. So I know all about market direction just looking at my Greeks. What about theta? It was 221 yesterday, 193 today, 194. See how we're doing with theta. Vega, 40.23, we'll say 40.23. We're positive Vega. How precious is that? Okay, so we're 0.4 here. That's good. We want to be between 0.1 and 1%. And come over here. How much buying power are we using? We are using 15,840. 15,840. Beautiful. So our theta's good. Let's see how our deltas are. Our buying power is fine, right? We should be between about 35%. We're at 33%. Y'all, we are sitting as good as we should. Oh my gosh. Look at this, y'all. This is kind of cool. So the spreadsheet says, Bobby, you need 26 positive deltas. You need to buy 26 shares of SPY. That's what it's saying. So we're a little too short, y'all. All right, good. That's good. So let's go in and now let's take care of business like we do every day. Does it get tired being on that practice field every day? Does it get tiring doing the same thing over and over and over in the process? Not to me, baby. All right, so here's our credit spread trades. I did put on a oil trade yesterday in USO. And also I shared with you guys a watch list that has, here's my Crimson watch list. I've got one that's got 1256 ETLs, right? So these are the things that you can trade that give you that wonderful tax benefit until Biden takes it away from us, right? Because he's going to penalize us for being the fat cats. Hopefully they don't take it away. We got it while we have it. So use it while you can. XSP, USO, which is oil, GLD, gold, SLV, silver. So these are 4 you can trade and get those wonderful tax benefits while they last. So I got mine yesterday. All right. So what do? Well, we got a couple of campaigns going on here. So I've got the USO trade that I put on, which was a credit spread, because I didn't want to use too much buying power since I'm already at the max almost. So I just put credit spread out there. Then what do we have? We've got the RIT trade going on that we put on yesterday. Let's see. How many days to expiration was that? 2 days to expiration, right? So we don't put one on today because it's Tuesday. We'll let this one hopefully expire tomorrow and we'll put on another one tomorrow, right? But the other campaign that we have, and if you don't want to do it in SPX, do it in something else. Do it in SPY, do it in XSP, do it in the micros, do it as selling. And these puppies, when the exciting part comes. Now I need to go out and say, look, when we start harvesting. To look, let's see, with this one is cam to a space modulator. Where's my main calculator? Hold on, let me find it on the other screen. I got so many screens. Where are you, calculator? Because I can't do math in my head. 68, 39, 68 times 0.9 would take us 10% out of the money. So that'd be about 35.71, huh? Yeah, 39.68. So 52 days out at about the 35.70 strike. That would be there, right? But I don't want to sell that strike because that'll close that up. Now you can do that, and I know people that will do that, right? They'll cross over their strikes, but I like following all of this on a spreadsheet, so I'm not going to overlap my strikes, right? But what I may do is I may just come in here and start filling in these little gaps that we got here, right? We may start filling these type gaps in. So that would be the 35.71. So 3,600 would be a good one. Let's see what kind of credit we'll get there. 3,600. Sell that. So much easier to do this on Tastyworks than that. So come on, baby. Come on out. And let's buy that one for 90-cent credit. Is that right? Make sure we got it. 35.90. That's a 10 wide, right? So that would take up $1,000 buying power. I've been doing them for 5 wide. Let's see if there's a 5 wide one anywhere close. It's kind of what we've been doing. 30, 25, the 36, 50, 36, 40. There's our, I'd have to go all the way up here, right? I'm not so upset about that, taking up $1,000 buying power. I think I got it. So I may just say, hey, let's pull the order back up. It would be nice to pull in 90 cents. I have to let that work, and it may not get filled, but let's let it work and see what happens. Slow go, baby. Come on. My working orders. Let's see if we'll work it one time down. Let's see what we can get. Could we get 85? Can you give me 85? Oh, we went to a livestock auction over the weekend. My family was out of place like you ain't never seen in your life. That was an interesting place. There we go, field, baby. Field at 85. All right, good. So let me get my thing here. Let's get our short option and record this. Copy, copy, copy. 3,600. Let's go to my orders. Kind of felt good bringing in a bigger credit. SPX. Let's scroll in a bit so y'all can see better. Trying to make it easier on y'all so you can see how I record it. SPX. Johnny one lot. We did the 3,600, 3,590, 3,600, 3,590 put spread. We did that at 52 days out. And here's my short strike, Control V. Then I like to get the, change this to vertical. Vertical. Oh. 35.90, 36. There it is right there. Copy that. Swap her in. We did a credit spread. Hey, what's up? Control V. Did a credit spread. And we took in a good bit of little premium, which is not bad too, right? Because I was having trouble finding all my premium yesterday. So, what's happening? If I would tell them that I'm here. So that was, we're about, what, it was about an 18 delta, so 18 delta, we're 52 days out. And we entered on the 16th. I don't want to log the trades. Imagine a football player. I don't want to go to practice, coach. I want to play in the game. Exactly what it is. So we got that filled at 85 cents. Which brought in a credit. The pricing on SPX that tossed us is insane. Right? 16, 20, 30. I put the wrong thing. So our short strike is at 3,600. There we go. I am 365 away from the market. Oh no, that was 9. Well, we closed that, right? I need to disable that formula in that line so it doesn't take up valuable computer resources. Anyway, we've got our trade on, right? So there's no Rick trade today. There's the Cameron Skinner trade. We're in. All right, let's go to our equities. And really, we don't have a lot to do on equities now because we've got these campaign trades, right? I love these. Look at that one, y'all. Got $255, negative 50 on our DraftKings. Our diamonds, Q's doing good. Oh no, IWM's down. Oh no, Apple's down. You actually want to see it down, right? You go, Bobby, you want to see it down, you crazy nut? Watch this. Yeah, I want to see Apple down there because that means Apple's up over here. Let's see if we can find Apple. Apple. Here we go. Apple up $55 on the day. Cool, right? So you start seeing your trades and you go, well, if it's down over here, it's up in the overall portfolio. Isn't that great? God, it just doesn't get better than that. So XSP and the Disney trade, everything just doing great, right? Everything's just ripping and roaring. We got our campaign going. Nothing to do here. There's nothing to do. Our Greeks are fine. Buying power's fine. Everything's fine. We don't have a commodity trade on. Well, I guess, yeah, we don't have a commodities futures on. So then we go to our favorite little place, our little playground here, where we just kill it each and every day. And we got something at $93 a profit. Y'all, that's big for us. We're normally not there. We're at 57% on that one. Is that our biggest winner? Well, heck yeah, it is. Look at that. With 45 days to go, and we still got 31 days on this only. That's our shortest DTE, right there. So let's go in a little bit. So let's close our number one trade, y'all. Our 34.10. Go close it. Get our macros. Should be on top. Create closing order. Let's be greedy. Just the process, right? Let's see if we can get 1350. Can we get 1350? And again, if you're doing your trades, you can let it work a while. I like y'all seeing stuff filled though, you know. So we'll go up to 1375. We'll get it filled there. There we go. Good. So we are out at 1375. So we go back and book at $93. Now let's make sure it works, right? So far this week, you and I have clocked, and I do believe this is going to be one of our best weeks ever. I really do. We've clocked $77 in profit. So let's go clock it in and see if it works. So we'll take this off. Wait a minute, wrong one, Bobby. Don't panic, just hit the back button. Here we are, 34.10. Take that out. And the price that we got filled on was, got filled 1375. Right here. Y'all are quiet today. Everybody okay? And $93.31. How does Daddy do it? Let's go clock that in. This is my favorite part, y'all. Just booking the profits, right? 3/16/21. So then we'll book our profits. I always like seeing how are our projections doing. And you and I are finally on track to bring in $9,000 in micros. Isn't that cool? Which ain't bad. So we brought in almost 2,000 already, which is really cool. So we'll make that entire thing green. Green, 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 green. All right, let's make sure we booked our profits over here. There we go. We were 70 something dollars. Now we're $170. Let's see how that did. Are we over 10% now? No, we're getting there. All right. So what are we going to do now? Well, the spreadsheet yesterday was saying 10 delta. Well, it's saying now I'm over my thing. What's the VIX at? VIX must be 20. Let's see what VIX is. VIX is at 1960, y'all. So I would imagine with that the case that my spreadsheet saying, Bobby, you don't need to be selling the 15 delta today. Lower volatility, you need to go down to the 10 delta. So we can do that. I can follow orders. I can follow the process. So we'll go to the closest one to 60 days without going over, right? So we'll go down to 45 and we'll sell a 10 delta put. Now, am I selling a call today? No, because my spreadsheet says I need positive deltas. So we'll go single. We'll go to 10 delta or so. I always go by probability of being in the money. So here, oh boy, that's not getting a lot of premium though, is it? But that's fine. Let's go to about that 12. 37.35. Oh, here, I know I better do something. We know how wonky the thinkorswim gets. Let me copy that first before it does that garbage on me that it does.
You're on the, Bobby, I think you're on the April 21st.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. Why does it do that, y'all? Is that the craziest thing? It's why I'll open it and then it's probably totally on me, right? Probably totally my error. So let's go up to 10 delta. So there we go. Much better. 3,500. Let's sell that one. Let's see if I can get 1750 for it. Don't feel right now because I got a copy. Oh crap, it did. Wonky, wonky, wonky. Thinkorswim. Copy, copy. All right, let's go cancel and replace so we can get filled. Oh, we did get filled. Lovely. Let's go put her in. See, Rick, y'all got to keep me straight, right? Because I will get off the path if I don't watch it. So that was good. All right, so we sell our micros. How many losing trades have we had in the micros? One. And I love it. 3,500. Put, so volatility's gone down a little bit, so we're getting a little safer out there. Short put. Short put. Recommended delta is the 10. We followed that. We sold the 10 or the 12. And we did that at 45 days to expiration. Tasty trade, and Tom Shoshnoff, as Beth says, would be very happy with our performance. 3/16/21. And we got filled for 1750. Beautiful. Dang it, we're down $2. All right, so let's make sure our premium got picked up over there. So we got our premium. So it says we got $141, but because the VIX is now under 20, what does our rule say? We're over in, we're now over, let's see, freaks and ratios. What does it say? Net lick, let's go over here. I think we're supposed to be at like 25% buying power. Let's see, what does it say? If the VIX is between 15 and 20, we should be at 30% buying power. We're at 33%, so we're fine. right? And now our deltas are at -84. What were they when I started today? They were at probably similar. -98. So good. So we've done something to increase or the market has moved probably to fix our deltas just a little bit. Right? So what is that? -84. And y'all, that's as we've been using the term a lot lately, high class problem, right? If you're kind of too short, right? That just kind of gives you a little bit of safety. So now it said I needed to add, what was it, 20 something a while ago? Now I got to only add 12 positive deltas. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I don't worry about getting all that done today either. So the cool thing is groovy is all of my stuff is done for the day. It's done, right? It's there's nothing else that I have to do. Now, what I've been doing of late is focusing on all of this. We focus on our Greeks, right? We make sure that our Greeks are in line, because when the Greeks are in line, that means we are practicing well. The hedges are fine. Let's just look at port. Go to today. It'll let me go to the 19th, and let's move this down here to bottom. Show wide simulate, do portfolio beta weighting. So here we are, right here today, and then here we are, profit and loss per day up 95.90. So then you can follow that, right, which is kind of cool. Make sure you use some of these tools, y'all, because they're cool tools. So there, if you watch there, we can see what happens with our theta burn on a daily basis. You can adjust the price upward, downward to see what would happen. But I just kind of like saying, what if we go another day and we have a day of theta burn, right? So our theta is 205.86. So you go over here and go, move that up a day. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me change it back to my little do-widdy. Now, here we go. Now we go. Let me move it up a day. Boom, 249.23. So tomorrow, that's kind of what we're expecting, right? If price kind of stays constant. Let's go another day. Boom, 475.81. Let's go another day. Boom, Friday, 695.46. Y'all see how cool that is? Now keep in mind, then we'll be taking trades off on Friday because we've got all of these different expirations that we're in now, right? That will help us to keep our portfolio diversified. So let's see if we can talk a little bit about how the entire portfolio, what we're actually trying to do. So let's see, where is that? Where is that? Where's my whiteboard? Whiteboard, spotlight, stamp, draw. I'll find it here in a second. All right. If we don't have it, we'll just type it on here, right? So, oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. And it gives me a little kind of a whiteboard that we can go in and type stuff. So why don't we do some typing and just see what we've got? We've got, all right, how are we diversifying our account? This is very important. Diversifying our account, our portfolio, right? So that's what we're focusing on, diversifying our portfolio. Number one, we use multiple strategies. Strategies. How do you spell strategies? I didn't move on. Strategies. I'm a horrible speller, by the way. So we use multiple strategies, right? Well, what are some of the strategies that we use? Well, let's talk about it. Can we go A? All right. First thing we do is, let's just say we got the Rick trade. Well, what do we do in the Rick trade? That's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday trade. SPX, ES, if you want to do it, you can do it in SPY, you can do it in XSP. You can do it in the micro, whatever you want to do this on. Well, actually, the micros may not have the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, so they may have only a weekly that you can do it. But basically, what we're doing here is selling a 5 delta option, right, at 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days to expiration, and you're pretty much letting it expire. That's our management, right? Our management of that trade is to let it expire. And if our strike is tested, roll out in the future, right? So that's a really, really good strategy, right? So that's one of our big ones, is the Rick trade. All right, what's the other one? Well, we're just following Cameron Skinner into the fire, aren't we? So the Cameron Skinner trade is a daily trade, close to 60 DTE, close when it reaches 30 DTE. Yeah. So what is that? He's going about 10% out of the money, and he's selling a spread in what? He does it in SPX, right? So we're doing it in SPX, or we could do it in SPY, or we can do it. I mean, there's all different kind of things you could do it in, but it's a campaign that we're putting on. And I was, no, that's the one I was doing with ES. I was doing the Rick trade naked with the ES, right? But I conserve buying power now by putting that in as a spread. So the management of this one is this, y'all. I'm doing nothing. I don't care if the market crashes tomorrow. I am not doing anything until I close this after 30 days, right? At 30 DTE, we will close it off. So we'll put one on each and every day, close one each day. Second campaign that we got going on. Great little campaign. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. What's the third campaign we got? We've got the micros, right? Put one on each day. The spreadsheet tells you exactly which one you should do, right? Take one off each day. Well, Bobby, are you selling a strangle every day, or how are you doing that? Well, it depends on what the Greeks tell me. And the Greeks today said, hey, Bobby, you need to make that positive delta. So you need to sell a put. The spreadsheet, I mean, it really does tell you, y'all. If you look at the portfolio, it'll tell you if you need positive, negative delta when you enter everything in the spreadsheet. So if you need positive delta, you sell a put. If you need negative delta, you can sell a call. So I'm putting one on each day to balance my deltas. And which one am I taking off? The oldest one? No, I'm taking off the most profitable each day, right? We took off that one that gave us $90. That's the one we're taking off, right? So we got 3 wonderful, wonderful, wonderful strategies here, right? So we're using multiple strategies. That actually should be a B. And this one should be a C. Y'all want to take a screenshot of this at some point, you'll have everything that you need. So I'll try to make it neat. So we've got diversified strategies, but we ain't finished, are we? Because we've got diagonal. We've got a diagonal income trade, right? And we're doing this in Apple and Disney, right? And what are we doing? That's a synthetic, we'll use the word synthetic covered call, right? So we're going out about 6 months, we're buying a call, and we're paying for the call, the long call, by selling calls every week at 7 DTE. We're doing it on Friday. Now we may start doing what Ken has suggested and actually doing that on Thursday and having 2 of those puppies on at a time and then closing the other one up on Friday. We'll see. We'll see. I like the idea. All right, so that's a trade that we've got. We've got one more income trade that we shouldn't forget on. And we've got a broken wing butterfly on as well, right? So we've got a variety of strategies that we're using here. So, right now, I want to do this is how are we diversifying our portfolio? Let's do another little 2 here, and we're implementing hedges. What do you spell implementing? Implement. Close enough. Well, what kind of hedges do we have? All right, let's talk about them. We have a hedge of, let's see, we got the Uncle Tony trade, right? In SPY. The only thing I don't like about it is it's using $3,000 worth of buying power. It's using a lot of buying power. What else do we have on? We have on some diagonal hedges, right? In QQQ, in the IWM, in diamonds. What else do we have it in? We got into something, right? So what we're doing is we're doing these diagonal hedges that give us positive theta, negative delta, and positive vega. Beautiful little trades, y'all, that are just working so good. Then we're not finished yet, y'all. We've got another hedge. We've got the Vix Hedge, where we take 0.25% of our portfolio every 30 days, and we're buying the 10 delta Vix call in enough to equal 0.25% of our portfolio, right? So we're doing that one as well. And really, then if you think about that one, this one is kind of more global rather than granular, but we maintain negative deltas. Y'all been with me now, I guess what, 3 months now? There have been very few days I've been positive delta. We do a pretty doggone good job of maintaining negative deltas in the account, which helps us with a move to the downside. And we've even got something else out there that we ain't even played with yet. We will one day, I promise. We got the Black Swan hedge that we haven't even played with. All right, so how are we diversified? How are we safe? Well, we use multiple strategies, right? We've got all these strategies here. Then we implement hedges. Now, remember, we've got 10 cornerstones of our trading together, but there are 4 major ones that we look at. So all of this, using multiple strategies here, all of this stuff here is basically, you could boil it down to selling premium. Right? That's what we do. We sell premium. I'd like that in pink, Daggett. Selling premium. How come that ain't pink? Turn pink. No way. Sell premium. That's what we're doing. Selling premium. All right. What's facet number 2? Implementing hedges is, well, let me finish facet number 2 of what we do. Selling premium at high probability trades, right? We want them high probability. So we sell premium, high probability trades. That's what all of these trades are. We're not getting any closer on anything closer than a 30 delta, right? And most of the time you're seeing us out, 20, 10, 15 deltas. We're doing high probability trades. Then what are we doing? Implementing hedges, which means we are managing risk. We are managing risk. I didn't want to change the whole thing there. Let's undo that. All right. So managing risk, right? So we've got hedges, we've got this, we've got that. There's all this stuff, y'all, that we are doing. So now let's go down a little bit more, see if we can add a little bit more to our list here of what we're doing. So selling premium high probability with multiple strategies. We are implementing hedges we're playing offense, right? This is offense. This is the Crimson Tide with that beautiful offense that we had this year. We're doing all this stuff. We're X's. This is our X's and O's. And then we're coming down here and we're playing defense. Oh, you know, there's one I forgot too. Remember my little DraftKings play? We're doing DraftKings, aren't we? Now, what is that? Well, you can call it a lot of things. We're selling puts and using the proceeds to buy shares, right? I'm going to call it the wheel. My version of the wheel. A little different than what most people do. I like selling a put and using those proceeds to buy the shares. We've got 12 shares of DraftKings now. By year's end, we will have 100. I feel it. And then we're just going to sell covered calls against them. So multiple strategies. We've got hedges. Then what else have we got going on? How are we diversifying our portfolio? Well, we're doing varying days to expiration, right? We're doing 7-day options. We're doing 2 to 3 day options. We're doing 45-day options. We're doing 60-day options. Yeah, we are doing some really cool stuff, and we're making sure that the paydays are coming every 2 to 3 days. We're making sure that every Friday is a payday. We're making sure that these are going to be paydays. We're making sure finally that every day is going to be a payday. Man, I remember when my mama used to work at the plant that they would make the chrome and everything for the cars back when they actually had metal. And mama get paid on Friday, and she come pick me and my sister up, and we go to the Burger King. And I get me 2 Whoppers, y'all. And my little sister, as skinny as a rail she is, she'd eat 2 Whoppers too. And my mama, y'all, she ain't overweight at all. She'd eat 2 Whoppers too. We'd all eat 2 Whoppers on a Friday night, and we would have a ball, y'all. Payday. We love payday. Payday hadn't come, little Bobby wouldn't have been at the Burger King. Oh, you're cute, baby. Give me a kiss. Mwah. All right, Daddy be out of class in a minute. All right, so we got varying days to expiration. We've got multiple strategies. We've got hedges. We're just, you know, doing all this up. But the most important thing we have, or one of the most important things, is we manage the portfolio by the Greeks. I dare you to go on the internet and do a search for managing a portfolio by the Greeks. You won't find much, or much that's useful. Dan Sheridan has a class managing portfolio by the Greeks. I've watched his little intro to it. Y'all, I fall asleep. I was like, good Lord, in the name of the name. So I don't want y'all to go to sleep, but manage the portfolio by the Greeks. It's what we do. It's what we do. And then what do? So we've got all this cool stuff going on, and then we rinse and repeat. It's a process. Process. And hopefully you at this point are buying into the process, right? Hopefully at some point you go, dadgummit, Bobby, if this isn't a good little process. We've got a very, very strong portfolio going on with all kinds of cool things to keep us protected. So that when you go and look, let me see, how in the world did I get all that? Let me just delete all that for now. We'll clear that. I say we'll clear that. Oh man. Clear our drawings, right? So that when you get to a point that you go and you pull up your macros page and you say, now wait a minute. You're telling me, Bobby, that you started the macros on December 28th. Now remember, I wasn't putting one on each day there, right? Until Donald Trump got out of the White House, because I was afraid he wouldn't jump out. So we went real slow up until this point. But look what we've done every day since, y'all. Look at us. 125, 126, 210, 12, 15, 16, 17. We go in here and we do this every day with confidence. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to lose, but how many losers have we had? We've had one. I don't know why we had that one. Now, a prudent man would say, Bobby, this is the best strategy on the board. You should double the amount of capital allocation to this. Well, I want a little bit of diversification, though. I want diversification in underlines. I didn't even drop that down, right? Even though a lot of the stuff that I trade is in the S&P 500, you know, I'm doing different parts of it, right? I'm doing SPX, I'm doing ES, I'm doing the micros. Got all these little campaigns going on that are just performing beautifully. And then we just take these little puppies off. And guess what we're going to take off tomorrow? Probably this one that's going to give us an $89 thing. So you've seen there's never been a day that there's not something that I can take off. Now, you may get in here one day and see everything on red. I doubt it. Probability is in my favor. I'm putting one on every day, taking one off every day. Putting one on, taking one off. So this is the campaign that we keep going. And when you start seeing all of this green, it makes you not cocky. It doesn't make you, you know, oh man, I got the best strategy on the planet. No, it makes you confident that the strategies work. The strategies work. The credit spreads work. Yeah. We got all different kind of stuff going on. Let's see how we're doing on our credit spreads. Are we positive on everything yet? Credit spreads. We're on track to make $3,143 here. But we just have started this up, right? We've just started up put them on at 60, close them at 30. Y'all about to see that explode at some point. You're going to see that explode. Right? What else is there? How are we doing on equities? We were negative here a few days ago. We had negative projections on this because what did Bobby do? I did the human thing like I always do. I start trading stuff that I'm not familiar with. I did okay, right? But Goldman Sachs took me down. BABA took me down, wherever that stupid stock was. And I start getting involved in stuff that I shouldn't really be playing with. And then all of a sudden I go, wait a minute, Bobby. We had our State of the Union address where we say, focus on the stuff that you know. Focus on the stuff that you know and you like. And so now, let's see if we're still negative on the equities, on our projections. Well, heck no, we're not. We got positive projections here, right? So we got 3,000 here, we got 3,000 here, we got 9,000 here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's pretty doggone good, right? Pretty doggone good. And all the while, we're reducing bases on these diagonal trades. All right, so here's the diagonal trades. Let's zoom in a little bit on those and just see how we're doing. So what initially cost me, let's see, $4,078, you see right there, I've got the basis down to $3,900. What initially cost us $400, well, that's the SPY trade, so we really don't count that. Some of these are negative right now, but that's fine because what are we doing? We're going in every day, well, every week, and we're selling against those longs to bring this basis down, right? I'm successful on it, only on one right now. And that is my original debit was $4,078, and I brought that down to $3,966. If I close the whole trade there, I'd make $111. That's our Apple trade. All right. So we've got all these campaigns going. And here's the thing, y'all. If we see a crash on some of these diamonds, Qs, XSP, IWM, if the market crashes, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take a couple of those off. And then we're going to wait until a more optimal time to enter those. We're going to take our profits and we're going to run. And we're actually going to be doing a campaign with these trades. But in the meantime, until the crash comes, we're not going to pocket that money yet. We're just going to keep selling against the loan, selling against the loan. So hopefully this has kind of been a good session for y'all to just sit back and relax and say, what are we doing? What are we doing? And what we're doing is really something that's kind of cool. I don't know if y'all are excited about it as I am, but I sit there at night as I lay in bed and I go, positive theta, positive vega, negative delta. And I get all excited. I go, it don't get no better. It really doesn't. All right, y'all got any questions at all? Anything we've covered today? Y'all been really, really quiet.
It's been good stuff, Bobby. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, Rick. I mean, it's just, I mean, isn't it amazing, Rick? And I know you've got that confidence now doing the Rick trade, don't you? I mean, you just go in every day and you put it on.
Absolutely. I mean, I have confidence in the micros trade as well. I'm doing that.
Yeah. And you start thinking to yourself, you know, you get a few of these campaigns going. And Rick, here's the great thing. Most traders go, here's the big problem most traders have. I don't know what to trade. I have no idea what to trade. And you and I, if you're doing campaign trades, you don't have to go to watch lists and you don't have to look and search and go, I got to find the next greatest thing to trade. That's why it's always been simple for me to go, man, I love trading the S&P 500. Right? That's something I understand. So whether it's a micro or SPX or the E-mini or XSP, or even the Qs, right? That's kind of related, or the diamonds or the Russell. I mean, it's all related to the market. And it's something that, you know, you're looking on the news, they quote the Dow every time, right? And you go, well, I kind of know it was up today. I knew that. So I think the simpler that we make this, the more successful we're going to be. Where did I learn that? And because here's the thing, I tried to complicate it, and I still do. I have to watch myself, y'all. I try to complicate things. You probably noticed that from the spreadsheet. My God, man, just leave it alone. You know, I keep putting all this garbage in, and you know, leave it alone, Bobby. Just trade the plan. You've planned the trade, now trade the plan. Just do it. Just go out and do it every day. And you see what's happening is good stuff, right? Look at the last 2 weeks we've had. We booked $1,200 in profit. We booked $1,500 in profit. We're already on Tuesday at $170. When's our big profit day? When do our big profits come, y'all? Y'all know what day it comes. It comes on the same day that my mama used to get a paycheck from Douglas and Loneson in Carrollton, Georgia, from working on the car parts. It comes on Friday, right? When we get to close a lot of our 7-day trades. But until then, we're going to book profit every day, every day, every day. Well, what about those losing trades, Bobby? You got losers in micro. I don't care. What do I care about them? Oh, you're down $124, $122 on that one. What do you care? I don't care. I just don't care. I've only been in that trade 11 days. I still got 45 days left in that trade. I got 31 left in this. Well, Bobby, what happens if you get down and this thing's still a loser? I'm going to roll it out. I'll just close it. Not just put me on another call, and I'll bring in a bigger credit than what it took for me to close that trade. Dang, y'all, that's a good plan. And we just do it every day, every day, every day. And then 20 years from now, y'all be doing the same exact thing every day, because you know what to do. You know how to come in and attack the market. And then, when people are posting on Twitter, I don't know what to trade. What should I wheel? I need to find something to wheel. I need to find. No, you don't. Find you a couple things you like. I found DraftKings. I like Apple, and I like the mouse. I like Disney. And hopefully the Gaines family can go there once again after we finish paying for the veterinary services for a sock puppy who is wearing a cone around her head as we speak. $2,000 and something dollars. Jeez. All right. So, trust the plan. Remember that Nick Saban video that we played today. The video quality on it was not that good, but if you'll keep in mind what Nick was saying, you know, it's a process. We don't worry about the scoreboard. You know, he's not worried about that. He's worried about execution on every single play. You better execute. I don't care if you're up 50 points. Right? You don't go forward and go, well, I can relax now. No, you don't. You keep piling. You keep snapping that ball and executing to the finest. And that's what the spreadsheet allows us to do. I have no idea how people trade without logging their trades. I have no idea. It would be a lonely thing to not know how you're doing. So good session today, y'all. I appreciate it so much. Y'all got any questions or you need some one-on-one time to go over some stuff? Let me know. I can hang around a little later or whatever you need. I want y'all to be successful though. And I want y'all to be able to say, man, Bobby, I don't know what my campaign trades are. Well, pick you something.